Hi, welcome to So Awkward. It's me, Don.
I'm Chester.
And we're back with another Golden Girl review. I don't remember which one.
Season 1, Episode 9, Blanche and the Younger Man. What do you say for this?
Go Golden!
Is that what it is?
No, it's dumb. Boom, boom, boom. Thank you for being a friend. Boom, 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 boom. Travel down the road and back again. Boom, 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 boom. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. Boom, boom, boom. And if you threw a party and invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be from me, and the card attached would say, thank you for being a friend. And
This is the one where Rose's mother comes to visit.
oh!
And then Blanche is sort of seeing a younger man. He drove her home from her jazzercise class. Jazzercise.
Jazzercise. That was a big deal in the 80s.
That's hard to
I
say.
don't know if people still do it. I think that's probably why it died off. People couldn't say it. And he's young and hot and fit.
She thinks they're gonna date.
Yeah, she's contemplating having an affair with this young guy. So that's, and then also at the same time, Rose's mother comes to visit, and Rose treats her like a little kid, and doesn't
Right.
let her do anything, and doesn't let her be an independent woman,
Right.
a la Destiny's Child. I'm surprised that it's the Blanche subplot gets the title, because I think that the Rose plot is the more interesting and stronger. Certainly, I feel like that took up more time.
Did it?
Maybe
I mean,
not.
Blanche was always exercising.
Jazzercising? It's not that hard to say.
It was difficult for me. I don't know. Sophia's hiding food from Blanche. Blanche is exercising. She's obsessing about this guy. At one point, she says that he's 5 years younger than she is. I think Dorothy says, "In what, dog years, Blanche?"
That's a good line. Here's my criticism of this episode, and possibly of the show as a whole, which I love, but it's not above criticism. There's some, Blanche is dating this guy, there's some conflict. I mean, I guess that's just sitcoms in general, but for some reason it just feels like another, you know what I'm saying? Just feels like another Blanche is dating this guy thing. And I realize that's her character. What am I saying? Just I don't know, the whole younger man thing. I feel like she makes references to dating younger men all the time. Like it never really struck me why this stood out. Because I feel like hasn't she always dated younger men?
I don't think so. I feel like they're always Blanche's age.
I guess. But I feel like she's mentioned it before or something. And I didn't love this episode. I felt, and this may be like part of the I mean, obviously they weren't in sync. But like, I don't even remember the guy. I remember him being bland. And they didn't, like the scenes where they were together were boring.
How many scenes did they have together?
All I really remember was the dinner date scene. The punchline is he says he likes her because she reminds him of his mother.
Right.
And then she realizes it won't work out. And at that point, I was confused because is he dating her? Or is he just inviting her to hang out because he wants to hang out with somebody? He wants to have a mother.
He wants to have a mom.
But would they be intimate?
No.
Okay.
What did you think of Rose's mom, Alma?
We kind of talked about this a little bit. I was surprised, and it's probably because this was the first season where they were still like getting into the character. I was surprised she wasn't a Minnesotan stereotype. Like if this had been a season 6 episode, she would have "Hi Rose, I'm here to there." I don't know. What do Swedish people sound like? Norwegian. What are they? What are you? Like they sound like you. They can't say Jazzercise. I'm not criticizing that. I think they made her an actual human being. Like she was a real character, like a three-dimensional character instead of just like, you know, a caricature. But I mean, it was well done. Like when Rose treats her like a baby and won't let her do anything. Mom, you have to take a nap. Like you get angry at Rose. Like it made me uncomfortable for the character, which I believe was the intention. I liked her dynamic because she hung out with Sophia. Like they were fun together. It's not the most exciting episode.
I don't care for this one.
It was then. So then they have. She's gonna move. She's gonna leave, and they have their heart to heart, and it has the happy ending as every episode does for the most part. Do they? Does every episode? Does anybody die? Spoiler warning: that all 4 Golden Girls make it through the whole series. Oh, so they have their heart to heart. She agrees to let her be more of an independent woman. But then they take it too far because the mother tells that really this might be the most awkward, weird scene in Golden Girls history, where they're all sitting around after Blanche's date, I believe, talking about dating younger men, and Dorothy said, I dated a younger man once, and then the mother chimes in like, I dated a younger man. She tells this story about how she had an affair with this convict drifter who stayed on the farm, and it's just so weird.
It's very strange.
And then they go to Rose, who's horrified by it. But you're supposed to...
As she should be.
But they film it and they stage it as a way like, oh, Rose is still treating her like a baby. It's like, no. It's like, that was a weird story.
This is not my favorite.
Yeah. This might be the first. This one's kind of a dud. This might be the first real dud.
Yeah.
I mean, there was, some good quips from B. Arthur, as there always is. I mean, I think in there's a kernel of a really interesting story about, and I believe they even blatantly say this, when we're teenagers, all we want is independence. Then we grow up and we treat our parents like teenagers, and they just want independence. It's a cycle. So that's interesting, but all in all, it was kind of a boring, unfunny episode.
Right.
Skip this episode, and skip this review of this episode.
Yeah.
Too late. Suckers.